Be right with you. Just one moment. Goodness. There we go. Well, hello everybody. I'm hoping that you hear me. I hope everything is well. Looks like the audio is good on my end. This is James Bozeman. I'm the content creator here at Natural State Transparency. Hello to you. It's 7 o'clock Central Time here in Arkansas. Just making sure that all is good. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm having an issue with my chat prompt. I don't have your chat on my screen, so I'm sorry this is taking a little extra time. One more second. Hopefully I will. I thought I had all this worked out. I've been working on it for 2 hours. So, of course, when we go live, it screws up. Okay. Then, if that's the case, and we do have audio and everything is good, then I'll do this so I can see your comments. Let me make sure I've got everything in order here. Yeah, there we go. That's what I need right there. There we go. Okay, folks. Well, so to start with, I'm glad that each and every one of you are here and watching this channel. It goes without saying that I take this channel personal, as this is my creation that I started way back in 2012 as an interested citizen and Arkansan, a lifelong Arkansan, who was just interested in knowing what was going on around our great state, especially in central Arkansas at the time. And in 2012, YouTube wasn't such a thing. I started my channel for personal use. My very first video that I ever uploaded actually was the Central Fire Station in downtown Little Rock getting bumped out to a fire alarm. I did that because I've had a scanner since I was 8 years old, thanks to my grandfather. It was a natural interest of mine. So in 2012, I recorded that video, not knowing that that was going to be the catalyst and the segue into this channel that we now call Natural State Transparency. Again, I take this channel personal. I can't speak for other content creators. There are millions of other channels on YouTube you can watch, and you choose to spend your time watching us here. I'm grateful. And I just want that to be clear before I say anything else, that I'm glad that you're here and that I do appreciate your time. Now, with that said, I do have to address a couple of issues. The numbers don't lie. Analytics don't lie. And unfortunately for this channel, the last year has been slightly brutal for us. I say that because this time last year, we had 50% more viewership and involvement than we do now. And again, the numbers don't lie. So there has to be a change. There has to be a change made to boost these numbers, or we're just going to continue to decline. I don't accept failure as an option. Many of you don't either. So just understand that I'm not telling you right now that I'm going anywhere, because I'm not. This channel's going nowhere. And I want to make that very clear. I'm all in on this channel. But I need you to also be all in as well. And unfortunately, here's the problem with that. Here's the problem. The very people that I need to hear this message the most won't. The very few people that don't even need to hear this message are going to hear this message, because most of the folks in this room right now are my loyal subscribers that have been a member of this channel for a long time. So I feel like I'm really just kind of preaching to the choir here. But I have to do something. These numbers are not going to get any better if I don't. I want to go over a couple of things for you real quick. And some of y'all, I'm not going to say hold your commentary, but I'm not going to look at your commentary right now until I get done with my presentation. So just, you might want to hold off on what you might have to say until we wrap up. I'm not going to make this a real long presentation, but I do have some things I need to say first, and then maybe we'll hear some of your comments. First things first, I want to share a couple of numbers with you that I think's important to mention here, and that is right here. It's our viewership breakdown, and I want to discuss some of this with you. 65% of the viewers on this channel are not subscribers. 35% of you are, but 65% of you are not. The age group that had the most watched, it's based on 10 years, so it's the 65 and plus crowd is my number one age group that watches this channel here at Natural State Transparency. Also, under the sex category, men at 85% are the dominant watcher on this channel. At 85%. Again, these are YouTube numbers. I don't make these numbers up. This is YouTube. So, who are the NST viewers? Well, I've kind of had a lot of time to think about that, considering I look at all your comments. I review most of them. I have actively participated in this channel thus far. So I've been able to kind of gather that the viewership on this channel really breaks down to a couple of different demographics. First of all, we have Arkansans. I am a lifelong Arkansan. And so I represent Arkansas on this channel. You notice that all of our channels features are entirely Arkansas, with the exception of if I cross the river into Memphis or Oklahoma on a live stream, because they're our neighbors. But again, going back to the primary mission of this channel is we are about Arkansas. We report on Arkansas activities for the world to see. But that's also why I bring this up as an NST viewer. We have local Arkansans, but we also have folks that live in the United States. 85% of my viewers are from the United States. So that's not just Arkansans, that's other states in the nation here. 85%. 15% of our viewers are international viewers from across the globe. I'd like to say a big shout out to our friends in the UK and Australia and New Zealand. We know that you join us. Thailand. I have folks from every corner of this world that watch this channel. I'm grateful that you're here because we want to roll out the red carpet and invite you in to see what's happening right here in Arkansas. It's important to us. Now, let me pop this next slide on here for you here. Who are our other viewer types? Well, Arkansas state troopers are. Arkansas law enforcement officers and other first responders such as fire, EMS, and tow companies. And Leo's first responders from all over the nation and the world. And how do I know all this? Because I get the emails. You see, I get emails, I get messages, I get PMs, I get it from all directions. And I have people giving me feedback constantly on this channel and how this channel is impacting them. Now, not to brag here, certainly not trying to brag, but I want it to be clear that this channel is way more than just me. This channel is about reporting on what's happening with our first responders right here in Arkansas. And it shows off the professionalism and the caliber of these individuals for the world to see. And that doesn't go unnoticed by other agencies, such as other police departments, even fire and EMS. They watch our videos, and sometimes they feature these videos in training classes. I have had several emails now telling me how they appreciated these videos because they are showing their agencies what the Arkansas State Police and the other agencies that I feature, such as Little Rock Police Department, Pulaski County Sheriff's Office, as an example, are doing. This is more than just us trying to show sensationalized pursuit videos. This is educational, not only for you as the viewer or the citizen that might not have a clearer picture of what's happening here in Arkansas, but this is also useful for the other first responders. I'm telling you, this is a good thing, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful, and as a matter of fact, I'm so grateful that I want to say that I reached out to some troopers over Christmas time. Okay, and I'm not going to name who because I don't reveal sources. Let me go back to the big screen for a minute because I'm going to talk for a minute. But anyway, I'm not going to reveal sources, but I did email. I'll tell you how many I emailed. I emailed 8 troopers, okay, across the state. I'm not going to tell you which troops. I'm not going to tell you who. It's nobody's business, okay? No offense. But I emailed 8 troopers. I got a response back from 6 of them. 6 of the 8. And I only took snippets from the 6 emails because I want to show you the feedback I get from the Arkansas State Police. Okay, this isn't just me. And again, I don't reveal sources. I just want to show you just a snippet. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to read them for you. I want you to see for yourself. I want you to see. Quote, "Your YouTube channel is very entertaining. Thank you for not just showing state police officers risking their lives in pursuits. In pursuits, the officer can be hurt or worse. I was not born a trooper. I became one." And that particular trooper went on to say a lot more. That was just one part of that trooper's response. "Sir, I can't thank you enough for that thoughtful email. It made my night. I thoroughly enjoy your channel." And then the last trooper that I want to share with you wrote quite a bit. And all this is quoted, lifted directly from their emails. "I would like to start by saying that I appreciate your kind email. Most of the time, law enforcement usually gets negative responses from the public, and it is nice to be thanked for what we do, especially the women in this line of work. You and what you are doing with your YouTube channel, Natural State Transparency, helps to show the public what we do every single day, and I thank you for that. I love working for the Arkansas State Police. They are the best agency to work for, in my opinion." Okay, so I show you those things because, not to brag, this isn't about me. This is about what our channel is up to. This is about what natural state transparency stands for. Now, some might accuse me of being a bootlicker. I'll take that, but that's not necessarily accurate. I like good work. Natural state transparency is an open book. That's exactly how this channel is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be anything other than that. And that means that we show the good, the bad, the ugly, the humanity. We show it all. That's what we're supposed to do. Some of y'all, a couple of you, have said, well, why don't you do more drug busts on this channel? Why don't you do more of pursuits? I've had people say you need more pursuits. I hear you. I listen to you. I read your comments. I read your emails. I'm probably one of the most interactive channels on YouTube because I do take what you say to heart. I try to, when you try to suggest content, I look into it. You Arkansans, I have several of you can absolutely attest to the fact that you have sent me an email and requested something and I've been able to find it. So that's true. We have done that. And we will continue to do that. But I just want you to understand that, you know, this is the thing that I need to say. I should have probably said this in the very beginning. And really, this is why this whole thing came about. Is the numbers are down. My numbers exploded a few years ago when we started featuring Arkansas State Police pursuits on this channel, but there were other channels in our area that were doing the same thing. I'm not going to name any names because I'm not in any competition with any of them. And I want to make that perfectly clear. This is not a who's got more subscribers, who's got more views contest. I don't care about any of that. I care about featuring you, good content that you can watch, that you can internalize. Hopefully you learned a thing or two. Maybe you can share it with the neighbor or somebody, or maybe your grandchildren or your child, and they can learn something. That's my goal. So going back to what I was saying about the channel and its growth, we experienced major growth in a very short amount of time once we started featuring these pursuits. Now, one of our problems is we're in a flooded market right now. There's other channels that are featuring the same pursuits we are because we get them on the same day at the same time. There's no secret. I'm well aware there's 4 other channels that show pursuits. It's not just us. But here's the difference. Here's the difference. Here's the difference. They may get it done faster. They may release it a couple of hours sooner, or maybe even a day sooner. But I want you to know one thing. If NST features it, it's going to be comprehensive. That's the difference. Slow and steady wins the race here. I believe in bringing quality content to the interwebs, not fast and furious, slammed together, and we sacrifice on quality. I'm just not going to do that. Sorry. That's not me. So here's my deal with you, the viewer. So let me move on to this slide right here because this really kind of sums it all up, okay? How can I help? Like the video every time, please. My God, I hate to ask you to do this because I'm a YouTube viewer as well. You think just because I run a channel I don't watch YouTube? Oh, I do. I watch and share YouTube. I have plenty of channels that I check every single day. And what are they always asking? They're always asking for you to like and subscribe for their content. I'm no different because it matters, and I'm so sorry to have to bring this up to you. Please like these videos. Please consider subscribing to this channel if you have not already. It does matter because it's not me that I'm up against. It's YouTube and their algorithm. I have no control over that. The only way that it gets better is if you, the viewer, do your part. Please like the videos and please consider subscribing to this channel. Now, I'm not begging you, but I'm kind of begging you because it matters. And it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. I'm not asking for donations. I'm not asking you to become a member and spend money. You can watch my content for free, but I need you to watch it, please. And that's why I brought up the other channels and the pursuits. Look, it goes without saying that I'm aware some of you viewers out there only want to watch pursuits or violent activities. You don't care about Arkansas. You don't care about regular traffic stops. I get it. That's cool. No problem. But this channel is not just a pursuit channel. This channel is an open book. We show literally anything and everything pertaining to what it's like to be an Arkansas State Trooper. That's what our goal is here. So yes, we're going to show pursuits, but we're also going to show a lot of other stuff. You don't have to watch it, I suppose, but if another channel puts a pursuit out an hour before this one, can you please watch this one too? If you care about this channel, would you mind? Because actually, if you did, you probably would see more than the first pursuit you just watched. Again, slow and steady wins the race here at this channel. Now, look, I don't want to sound pathetic or desperate because it's nothing like that. It's just that this has been going on now for a year and it's only getting worse. And there's some reasons for it. Traditionally, YouTube is slower in January and February after the holiday season because advertisers don't pay as much. And I want to make this perfectly clear too. I should have said this earlier. I didn't even monetize this channel until it reached 25,000 subscribers. You can go look it up right now. It's common knowledge on YouTube. Once you hit 1,000 subscribers, you can pull the trigger and monetize your channel. This was never about money, and it still isn't. It still isn't. It's about quality and hopefully education. Hopefully you're learning something. That's what that's about. Now, YouTube, because we had an election here in November, there was a huge rush right before November in advertising dollars spent. But because there was so much money spent in the election cycle plus Christmas here in January right now, it's just pathetic. And it's not just me telling you this. It's every channel across YouTube is down. I don't care who they are, because the advertising rates are down because it's January. And I'm telling you all of this. Some of y'all could care less. I understand that. I get it. You're just here to watch something. You don't really want to invest yourself into this channel. I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. But there's many of you that do, and many of you kind of enjoy knowing what's happening behind the scenes, and that's what this video is all about tonight. This is me just being open, transparent, and honest with you about the circumstances. And I've lost 50% in the last year, and that's being honest. And I'm afraid that if I don't do something now, come next year, if I continue on the way I'm going, I might not have a channel. So that's where we're at. Now, folks, I have some bad news for you. At the end of January, the NST headquarters in downtown Little Rock will be no longer. And that is to mitigate some of the losses. Unfortunately, because we have lost some market share, I guess, on these videos, and we're not getting the likes and the subscribes and the shares that I guess our counterparts are. I've made the tough decision to shut down operations in downtown Little Rock, and it's bittersweet. It is, because I got it back and I used that space. I utilized that space, but because we have lost so much in our viewership over the course of a year, the costs don't outweigh the means at this point. So at the end of the month, NST HQ will be no longer in downtown Little Rock. and we will continue to operate out of Northeast Arkansas and statewide because I do my live streams across the state, and I will still continue to do that. I want to make it perfectly clear we're going nowhere. And I'm going to continue to put out content each and every day, just like we have been. It's just there are going to be some changes that come along the way. But one of those drastic changes right now is the elimination of my office space. It just is what it is, folks. I can't help it. And it just makes sense. So, with that said, I appreciate your time. This was not meant to be a long ramble about like and subscribe. I'm sure you could have spent your time elsewhere watching something else. But just so you know, going back to what I said at the beginning, I take this very personal. I try to be as interactive as I can be with you and honest and transparent about things. And I know that inevitably, hopefully, things will get better if we bring some awareness to the issue and we vary up a little bit of our content. Maybe we'll get some more action stuff soon. But I will never sell myself short. And I'll never lose my integrity on this channel. And if that means that we just continue to slide down, so be it. I won't be like other channels that sensationalize and do it for the wrong reasons. So, just not me. And I'm stubborn enough that I'll go down with the ship. That's just how it is. I'm going to read some of your comments real quick. Yeah, I see all y'all are talking about the bad news on the office space, and you know, it just is what it is. It is what it is. And Martha D says, I've heard several creators say that today. Yeah, YouTube is it's so bad right now. This is the worst it's ever been. It's so bad I'm having to get rid of my office. So you just put that in context for a minute. Cindy says, sometimes I might be a day late watching the videos, but I do watch and I like them all. Well, that's appreciated. And that's all I ever ask anybody to do. I'm not asking you to pay for the content. You don't have to. I'm not asking you to become a member of this channel or any of that. Your presence here is felt, okay? But please watch the content and like it. That matters. It truly does. It's the one thing you can do that's free that truly does help. And the rest of your comments, I appreciate everybody's comments. I see them here, and you know, I'm grateful. Lisa says she loves this channel, and thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, back to Blue says, keep your integrity and the power on. You're right about that. That's it. That's it. And you know what? I'll tell you something else too. I'll tell you something else. You know, I'm a firm believer in this concept of showing it all. I never was comfortable just showing pursuits because it's misleading. Um, it's just misleading. There are people, especially young people out there, that will actually believe that's all they do. If you only show that stuff, like you need to show everything that they're out here doing. And I know it's not going to get the views. I'm well aware. And come on, I'm not naive. Let's be honest about it. Most of the traffic stop videos that I release get less than 10,000 views, some of which only get 5,000 views. That doesn't amount to anything. Not much. And I'm not complaining. It just is what it is. Yet I'm well aware that some of these pursuits we release go hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views. So I can't force people to watch the regular stuff and like it like they're going to watch the pursuits. That's just not how the world turns. I'm not ignorant to that fact. But, you know, when I'm only getting 5,000 views on a traffic stop video, that's disheartening. You know, that's disheartening. It is, because what I'm realizing is we as a society have normalized bad behavior to such a level that that is what sells, and we can't even show what normal regular behavior looks like because it doesn't sell. And that's why no other content creator really ever shows any of that stuff, because they'd be a fool to do such. Well, meet your fool right here, because I will, and I'll still continue to do it. So, we'll just have to, just kind of like being out in the ocean right now in a vessel, kind of in a thunderstorm. We're just going to have to navigate the rough waters and figure out where we're going to end up. That's it. And it is my goal, hopefully, again, at this point, some point in this year, to get an office space again, because that really works for me. I have ADHD. I don't know if you knew that about me, but I actually have ADHD. I've lived with it my entire life. And so that's how I'm able to put out this good quality content a lot of times, is because I have that brain to be able to do that. And I like using it for that purpose. But, it's a downer not to have the office. That really hurts. But it is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So. One of the things that I want to do, I'm reading your comments here and I appreciate what you're saying. One of the things that I want to do, again, this goes back to that I'm open to suggestions, because I feel that this is like your channel too. It's not just my channel. This is also your channel if you're sitting here watching it. But one of the things that I'm open to is, I've had a few complaints about it's hard to watch your videos after the fact, because you've got them broken down into different troops and it's confusing. And so I need to make a playlist called ASP Traffic Series, and I just need to go through the entire thing and put them all in one. I'm not saying they won't still be broken down by troops, but then there will be one playlist just called ASP Traffic Series, where they're just in chronological order. That's something I've had several complaints about over the years, and I I figured out how long it would take me to do that per video, and it's right with all the clicking and the buttons you have to press. It takes 1 minute per video, because you have to go to multiple screens. It's not real easy to do. To set up a second one, you have to go into each video and you have to go to the tab and blah, blah, blah. It takes 1 minute. I have 1,329 videos. So at 1 minute, that's 1,329 minutes if I never used the restroom or went and got coffee or did anything. And I just steadily did it. So obviously it's going to take quite a while to get that done. That doesn't mean I won't work on it, but it's certainly not something that's going to happen overnight. So that's one thing that I will do, because it will make things so much easier and better. And Pamela, I see your kind donation. You really truly know how to raise the spirits when the spirits are down a little bit, Miss Pamela. Thank you so much, and to all the viewers that contribute financially to this channel. You are truly appreciated. Though I'm not asking. Just understand that this Benny, I see your awesome donation as well, and I'm grateful. But again, I told you, and I will continue to stand by it, and I am not here to take your money from you. If you donate money to this channel, I promise you, it will go a long way. But I am not here for that. You absolutely can watch this channel for free. We want you to be a part of this community right here at Natural State Transparency and see how these Arkansans are doing it. That's the point. Well, you got some great people in this state. Prior to you watching this channel, the folks that don't know about Arkansas, you didn't know much about this place. I've read your comments. You've even told me you didn't know much about Arkansas. Sherry K, I see your. Thank you. Thank you, Sherry K. You came through a couple of chats ago as well, and that's appreciated. Appreciated, rather. But again, going back to what I was saying, we have some great people in this state of Arkansas. I've traveled in the entire state. I've been in every county except for one, and that's Little River. I'm coming. I promise you, I'm coming, Little River County. I'll be there. I'm coming to the southwest corner. But I've been everywhere else in this state. I've met a lot of people. And we have good people here. And we have a misconception a lot of times. People think all we do, I'm just going to keep it real with you. Some folks say we bang our cousins here in this state and that we're all rednecks and we're idiots and just, I've heard it all. Okay, we're dumb. I'm not saying there's not some of that, but there's some of that in every state. No state is perfect. Even the best state in this country has people like that. So I can't help that. But I can tell you this because I've lived here all my life. I love showing off Arkansas. I live and breathe Arkansas. This is what I do. I represent Arkansas right now. This is the best of Arkansas. I'm showing you the best of Arkansas with the Arkansas State Police Traffic Series. You're watching it for yourself. It's not hard for me to pick videos because they're all good. I don't have a problem showing you content because it doesn't even matter who I show it of. It's good. It's good. Green tea, $10. I appreciate you and the NST fam very much. Thank you so much. And that brings us to our next point, the NST family. You, right now, watching. You. I'm talking to you. I hope you're listening. You're part of our family here. You are. I've got plenty of people in this chat right now that would warmly welcome and receive you. All you have to do is say something. Say hello. Be a part of our community. We want you here. We want you to learn. We want you to grow with this channel and see some things. Ask those questions. Don't feel shy about asking. I'll answer your question if I know it. Some of y'all have asked in the chats. You ask sometimes when you want clarifications on legal questions or you have questions about procedure. If I know the answer, I'll spend my time replying because this is about education for me. I want you to know. I want you to learn. So, anyway, I feel like I need to get off my soapbox now because I've kind of been on it for a while. Stu. Thank you. Seeing everyone else help out, I feel like helping out this channel too. Well, I appreciate that more than you know. I will continue to bring this content to you. When I get off this live stream, we haven't done a video today, so I will, in fact, make a video for release this evening. And Sherry Gibson, we all love you and your channel, James. Thank you. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I appreciate all of y'all for smashing the like and just being an active participant in this channel. It really, truly does matter. And, you know, when we go back to this one slide where it's how can I help? Look at all those screen captures I put on there. Of all the different videos, I'm looking at them now, all the different TVIs, there's Corporal Briggs right there. And, you know, we've got scenes. I picked them all. Bud Atkins. Thanks, James, for all you do. Well, thank you so much, Bud. But look, just take a look at the different screen captures there of all the different experiences. Most of you probably even remember most of these videos. I would even think that you would know most of these videos. And that's because you are an active viewer and watcher of this channel, and you keep up. So, again, thank you. Thank you so much. Y'all make it easy for me. But I just need you to please don't negate smashing that like button. And, here's another thing, especially for you Arkansans too. Cindy, wow. Y'all are just, y'all are really, truly, it really, thank you. Thank you. Um, Got me kind of quiet there for a minute. Um, well, I'm not going to cry. Don't worry. That's not why we're being quiet here. I'm just trying to compose myself. Things are going to be better. I have faith in this channel. I told you I'm not giving up. I just had to make some tough calls. I will weather this storm. By spring or summer, it will get better. The silly advertising dollars will eventually come back up. And I wish that it wasn't based on any of that crap. I really do. I wish I didn't have to show commercials. It just is what it is. It's the system that we have to play in. That's all I can tell you. I didn't make the system. So, for the foreseeable future, we will be broadcasting from, again, all over the state. I want to make that clear. That we will continue our live stream component. We will continue to pursue interviewing people. We will continue to bring you Pursuit Friday, and we will also continue to work on getting local content. Several of y'all have, thank you, I see Papa Audit, the most loving community on YouTube. Love you, brother, and all of you. Thank you, Papa Audit. Thank you. But I just want you to know that I'm going to work on getting local content. I've heard your requests because I listen. And many of you have expressed that you wish that I could feature places like Fort Smith, Russellville. I've had Hot Springs a time or two. And I will bring you local content. I know that there are some agencies that have body-worn cameras, so that gives me more perspectives to bring to the table. I'm well aware of how to make movies because I've been doing this for a while. So it's not like I don't know how to make these movies, but I know that I can work on getting some other content that you might find interesting and watch. So I'll work on that. And I know that that's an immediate way to make the numbers go up, is to bring some more compelling, interesting content to the table. So just for you folks, you need to know that the regular traffic stops, motorist assists, and the other stuff that I bring, they're not going anywhere. I'm going to continue to feature those things. I'm just going to enhance our experience with a little bit more action. I'm going to have to if I want to stay viable and survive YouTube. Again, it's just like being out on the ocean in a vessel, navigating rough waters. That's about the only analogy that I can come up with that kind of adequately sums up where we're at with everything at the moment. So let us get through it. Let there be peace. And we will get through it. And we will come out on the other side of it stronger, better, and that's it. That's all I know to do. That's all I've done all my life is I've tried to be an optimist instead of a pessimist. So, you know. Grovel says, I saw someone put your sticker in the McDonald's on Broadway drive-through window. Wonder who might have done that. Presume Hostile says, I want a sticker. Cool, no problem. It would be hard for me to link it right now, but I will tell you that if you'll go into any of the movies I've featured on this channel for the last year, when you go into the movie, look in the chat, the video comments, and I usually always pin it at the top, and there's a link that says, if you want a bumper sticker, click here. So do that. Get your bumper sticker request in tonight, because I'm not going to tell you where I'm going to be broadcasting from yet, because it's a surprise, but I'm going out of town tonight. I'm catching the train. Don't tell anybody. And yeah, I'm catching the train, and it's really cold outside, so hopefully the train doesn't break down, right, and freeze up. But I will let y'all know when I get to my destination where I'm at, and all will be good. Patty Heath says, a Conway PD officer asked me where I got my sticker from, NST. That's great. You tell him you know a guy. The bumper sticker, I thought I had that in there, actually. Donna says, you coming up here? No. I will tell you now, it's not Minnesota, but I'm not going to tell you where. It is, well, I will tell you, I'll give you a clue. It's a northern state. I'm not going to tell you where. We'll just wait till I get there. Guess what NST sticker was spotted on Shelby Drive, Brooks Road in Memphis? Okay, was that on a vehicle, or was that posted like on a sign somewhere? Michael King, I appreciate you, Michael King. Thank you very much for that. Stu says, do you do suggestions for troopers to feature on stops? Because there's a few I've seen in pursuits and other incidents that I don't believe have been featured enough. I do. And if there's somebody you would recommend, you're more than welcome to put it in the chat, and I will work on getting that. But that's a great question, actually, Stu, and let me talk about that for a minute. So, I don't know how many sworn personnel the Arkansas State Police have, but I can tell you, just based on the Highway Patrol Division, not Interstate Criminal Patrol. I'm talking just the Highway Patrol Division. Man, like in Little Rock alone, just the call signs go from A1 to A92, I think. Just think about that. I don't even have to tell you about, that's just A. We're not even talking about all the way to L. And some troops are smaller. Troop E is the smallest, so E doesn't have as much personnel. But the point I'm making is think about how many troopers there are. Think about that. And sure, if somebody wants me to feature one of them more, suggest it. I'm open to suggestions. Morticia Blue. Oh man, that is great. You're thinking you're thinking like I think a little bit there, Morticia. So Jacob Meadows has been suggested. He's down in Troop G, down in the Texarkana region, the southwestern corner of the state. Let me tell you something. Let's see who just asked. I missed that. Who told me? Green Tea asked for Jacob Meadows. Well, let me tell you something, Green Tea. You will be happy to know that I put in a request for a bunch of videos that are coming back this week. They're coming back this week. I'm going to get a bunch of them tomorrow. Today was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. So all state offices in Arkansas were closed for that purpose. And because of that, we didn't get our pursuits on Friday because there was a glitch on WatchGuard. Nobody got them. So it wasn't, if you noticed, and I'm not saying y'all watch the other channels, most of you told me you don't, but I know some of you do. No channel put out Pursuits Friday because we didn't have any. There were none to put out. So they sent an email to all of us and just said, hey, we're aware of it. We're working on it. Well, they're closed today. So there was no working on it because they weren't there today. They will likely get that resolved tomorrow. But for me, that's bad because I'm going to be on a train all day tomorrow with a cell phone. So that means I'm not going to be putting them out like as fast as they are. I'll try in between moments of not having cell service. So I will tell you though that this week there was less than an hour's worth of footage. So that probably means there was only 3, 4, or 5 pursuits as it was. There's not very many. Remember, folks, that it's winter time right now, and the propensity for pursuits and other types of incidents involving violence and stuff, that's typically spring, summer. So as we transition over into the springtime and the summer, more people are outside, there's more crime that occurs, and inevitably you'll see more pursuits. That's just how it goes. I want to make sure I didn't miss some of your comments here. Okay, I see the request for Bird. No worries, I got that noted. Presume Hostile says it's almost impossible to make money off merch. Yeah, I don't. That's. Chadwick says need a hat on eBay. Please make available. I will, but let me get back from this trip that I'm going to take. I've had this in the works for a long time, so I'm going to take it real quick. And I don't want to put them on there and then not be able to ship them out. So let me get back and we'll put that on. But yeah, let's talk about that for a minute. So merchandise. I don't make anything on merchandise. I will never make anything on merchandise. Any channel that tells you that they've got merchandise, typically they're not going to make a dime on that. The reason for that is because it costs so much to have these made. I mean, I'm not complaining, but the stuff costs a lot of money to have made. And then they take out the room. Like there's no room for a profit because on the front end, they took all that room out of there. I mark them up $5. And it's still high. Hold on a minute. Wait. Natural state transparency. Show me 1037, baby. That is Trooper Bird's car. Show me 1037. And so, tell you what, since we're showing off a shirt, why don't I give one away? Why don't I give one away? Some of y'all know that I put my bumper stickers in the pink envelopes here, right? Okay. A fan mailed me this. So I had a fan mail me this envelope. So we're going to do a little contest. we're going to do the number is the return address, the zip code. And I'm going to take 4 of the 5 numbers. So the goal of this contest, don't start yet. Do not start yet. That's the first instruction. Don't do it yet. Don't do anything. Just listen to me real quick. Thank you. So this is NST Price is Right. But I'm not Drew Carey. I'm James Bozeman. And so on this channel, what we're going to do is we're going to give away a Trooper Bird NST shirt of your size. And so the contest is very simple. This is open to anybody that has a United States address. So I'm going to mail this via post office, United States Postal Service. I'm not mailing this international. So this will, unfortunately, if you are a viewer internationally, as much as I would love for you to participate in this contest, it would cost me about $30 US to mail it to you. I'm sorry, that's asking a lot. So, with that said, this is open to United States residents, or not so much United States residents, just if you use a United States address. I have to have a mailing address that I can send through the Postal Service. So, if that pertains to you, then you're allowed to play. The goal is to guess a 4-digit number without going over the number. Again, it's just like The Price is Right and you're on Contestants Row. You're trying to guess the price of the prize without going over the price. The person that gets closest to that will win a shirt, and we'll talk about how I'm going to get that shirt to them at that point. So, when I say start in the chat, don't do it yet. Give me your numbers, don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. One last thing that I want to say. I'm only going to take your first guess. If you guess 15 different numbers, your first guess is the number I'm going with. That's it. Start now. Give me your number. Well, Man Size says I have a bunch of gift cards I can give. Now, I will tell you that if you give me the gift cards, I'm going to give them to a less fortunate individuals when I do live streams. So if that is something that you are interested in doing, then I would welcome that. But just understand that it would be for that purpose. Because I give out gift cards when I do my live streams, when I see people out there having a tough time. And that is going on, unfortunately, more and more right now. So if you give this channel gift cards, by all means, it's appreciated for sure. And I would gladly accept them for that purpose. I have no desire to use them for myself, but I give them out. I think that they are a great thing to be able to give people that are, and certainly I take that play from Bob and Pat over at Live on Patrol, because they do that. So if that is something that you are interested in doing, I'm going to put an address on the screen for you. And anybody can send me, let me shrink that down a little bit. Anybody can send me anything to this address, and I'll be happy to look at it. I love mail, so I'll be the first to tell you, if you send me some mail, send it to that address right there on your screen. And you can make it out to James or NST or Natural State Transparency, however you want to. None of that matters, because I'm the only person that has access to that mailbox. So if you want to mail me something in the mail, I like greeting cards. I like letters of encouragement. I get sometimes, like the young man Travion down in Union County, El Dorado, who's a 9-year-old that sent me some wonderful artwork that I still have hanging in the office space at NST headquarters right now. And he got my address. So you see it right there, right? P.O. Box 161 out of Walnut Ridge, Arkansas 72476. And I'll be happy to receive anything you may send my way. So let's end the contest now. End, stop, no mo. That's it. End, stop, no more. Oops, what did I just do? I screwed that up. Here, I'll do that. There we go. Whatever. Okay, so let's go and look here. The number, without revealing, well, this doesn't, I'm not going to show you the address here, but I am going to show you that it says, let me zoom in. I'm using the camera tonight that I use on my live streams in my vehicle. So I have the remote tonight. How convenient. Which means we can zoom in on it right there. 9550. 95. Ignore the mess there, by the way. That was my messy desk here at the house. 9550. 95. Yeah, you gotta love that. You gotta love that. 9550 is the number. And we're gonna see who won, if anybody. Let me go up to the beginning here. 9550. Well, let's see. I like your number, Papa Audit 1037. That's great. I think that's it. Okay, so what I see is the number is 9550, and the closest number to it, without going over, appears to be, where'd it go? Hang on, 8808. So I'm going to say that green tea is the winner on that one. Sure looking like, yeah. Yep. Looks like green tea. Green tea won that one. Okay, well, green tea, I'm going to type in the comments real quick what to do about that. And if you will get it in before tonight, yeah, I got a train to catch at 1 a.m. So if you will, get on it, please, if you'll do it tonight and get me the information, I'll get it all done up and ship it out when I get to Chicago. I'll take it with me on the trip, and I'll make sure it gets mailed out from Chicago tomorrow. Because I'll be where I can drop it off. That's why I'll just take it with me. So that's great, isn't it? Okay, green tea, I'm going to text you in the chat now. Just follow these instructions. Email me. Okay, you have my email address in the chat. Green tea, if you will just email me with your... Oh, I misspelled it, but that's Gmail. It's that at gmail.com. Sorry, I see I misspelled that. Put your size in there, and they're unisex. So, these are just your basic kind of jersey type shirts. So whatever you wear in these kind of t-shirts, just put your size in there and give me a good mailing address, and I will get it in the mail from wherever I land tomorrow. I'm going through Chicago, so I will probably get it mailed out in Chicago's mail tomorrow. So you won. Congratulations. And congratulations to everybody else who also played along. But we're not done yet. I'll give away one more shirt right now. So we'll do one more. We'll do one more. Don't go anywhere. Don't start yet. Don't do it yet. I got to figure out what I'm going to use for a number. Hold on. Let's see here. Oh, perfect. 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 Okay. The price is right here. Right? We have a box. We have a box that a wonderful camera mount came in that has been wonderful, by the way. This camera mount is great. I love it. Great camera mount. And it has a SKU number, SKU number on the back, and it is a 4-digit number. It's like a model number, but not, it's a SKU number. And so what I will do is when I type it in, it's still 4 digits, yes. And so what I will do is, again, when I type in the chat, you will give me a 4-digit number. I'm not going to use the last round of numbers. You can pick a different number if you want to. You get one guess. Don't go over the number. You don't want to go over the number. Don't go yet. Stop. Wait till I put it in the chat. When I say start now, begin, do it. So do it. 4 digits. Give it to me right now. Hit me up. This is for an NST shirt. Cool. That's good. I'm glad we've got some participants here. Thank you. Glad to see the chat go crazy. That's great. Wow. Green tea, you're still trying to get in on this. All right. Got some really good guesses. I'll say that. We've got some really good guesses. All right. Stop. That's it. Stop. 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 All righty. So you asked, you want to know what the number, well, you didn't ask, but you want to know what the number is. SKU number is 3089. 33089. Let me focus that in a little bit better. 3089. Now let's just see who won, huh? Shall we? Let's see who won. Cooler stuff for you, says James. I've grown to appreciate you more and more. I didn't understand how YouTube even worked. I finally created a habit of liking the videos first, then I watch. Thank you. Well, that matters, and thank you. That actually really does matter. Thank you. All right, now let's see who may have won this. That number again was what? 3089. Let's see who might have won here. Kenneth Babcock, you're sitting at 2030. Can we beat that? Okay, Kenneth Babcock's at 2030. Let's see if somebody beat you. $26.54 Southpaw Fade 2. So you're going to be closer to it. Well, you were close, Talina. You were close. That might be it. Yeah. All right. Looks to me like Southpaw Fade 2, 26.54. Unless I missed a closer number, I'm thinking you got it. All right, Southpaw Fade 2, email me at this email. And if you'll do it tonight, quickly, when we get off this live stream, if you'll go get it done and email me tonight, I will get it out to you soon. If you miss it and don't, I'm going to be gone for a week. So, anyway, with your size, Southpaw Fade 2, email me. I gave you my email address. Email me your size and your mailing address, and I will mail you out a Trooper Bird NST shirt. Congratulations to everybody that played. Thank you so much for playing along in our contest, because I just love giving away the swag. And, you know, I took the picture. Like, I took the picture of the Trooper car. That is Trooper Bird's car. When he was at the QT gas station in Otter Creek in Southwest Little Rock, I took that picture. And it turned out great on a shirt. So, and I use it as my intro slide too, the ASP Traffic Series slide. So, with that said, I guess what I'm going to do, I'm at a crossroads now, so let me just kind of conclude this live stream tonight by thanking each and every one of you for watching this channel and participating in the contest and just being good people and watching and learning, and hopefully you're sharing this with your neighbors, your friends, and you're telling them about what us Arkansans are up to here in this corner of the world. I hope that each and every one of you are well. And I am going to take a week to go on kind of a informal trip, celebrating. Well, she won't be mad for me to say it, but it's a decade birthday. My mom's going to have a decade birthday, so well, actually she just did, but this is in celebration of that. So anyway, we're going to go do that. In celebration of a decade birthday. I'm not going to say which one. Let's just say she had a decade birthday. That you know what that means. And so anyway, this has been on the books for quite some time. We're going to go enjoy it, have a good time, and I will certainly still be available, making content and checking into things, so that when I do get back to Arkansas, we can move forward with some goals, some things that we've already discussed earlier in this broadcast about some different content and whatnot. Though again, it is kind of sad that we're losing the office in a way. I also see it as it's a cost saving measure that I think will help pay off in the long run. And if we decide that we need an office again, we'll look into that at some point in the future. But for now, that's where we're at. This is James Bozeman, the content creator here at Natural State Transparency. Thank you, everybody who was in this chat this evening, and hopefully for the ones that are going to continue to watch this after. And all the folks that gave wonderful donations and contributions, thank you. And for the ones that jotted down the the mailbox address, PO Box 161. You know, if you want to send me a card in the mail or something, man, I love to read your cards. And if you send me something, I'm likely to send you back something. So just keep that in mind. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll have a movie ready for you later on. I'm going to work on it the second I click end here, and I'll have it released within the hour. This is James, and I am out. Thank you so much.